All right, so this is guided practice. What I want you to do is I want you to do a problem, play the video, watch that first problem, pause it, do the second problem, play the video. And so when I look at these, this will go back and forth. Representing opposites on a number line. Plot each number and its opposite on the number line. Okay, so I'm going to make a number line. I see that my numbers here, my biggest one is 20. So on my number line here, I'm going to make my number line on the top. Put 0 in the middle. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, 6, -7, -8, -9, -10, 11, -12, -13, -14, 15, 16, -17, -18, -19, -20. Okay. Now what we need to do is number 1. You're going to do number 1 now. I'm going to plot it there. And when you're ready, you're going to play the video. So first, number 1 was 4. So if I plot 4 on the number line, it would be right here. Then I need to plot its opposite. And its opposite would be -4 on the number line. And so I'm going to plot -4 on the number line as well. And so I'm going to have -4 there and 4. I'm going to do both of them. I'm going to write both of them down as my answers. Make sure you pause it and do that same thing for number 2 right now. Number 2, we had -17. So if I was to take -17, it would be -5, -10, -15, -16, -17. So this would be -17 on the number line. The opposite of -17 would be 17. And so I'm going to plot that on the number line. You should pause it and do number 3. Number 3 is tricky. It's the opposite of -5. So that first one, we have -5. The opposite of -5 is just going to be 5. And so that's the same as the opposite of -5. Now, the opposite of that would just be -5. And so I also need to have -5 on that number line right there. Shh. Pause it, do number 4, and then come right back. All right, number 4, they give us 11. And so I put 11 on the number line. The opposite of 11 would be -11. So I put -11 on the number line right there. Pause it and do number 5. Number 5, the opposite of -20. Hopefully you notice that this one is a lot like 3. So if we have -20 and we have the opposite of -20, well, that would be 20. Then the opposite of that would just be -20. So they're trying to mess us up there, okay? And so that was part 1. There are 2 more parts. 1 second, please.